wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you today?
Fine. I feel great.
Oh, Alhamdulillah. Okay, before we start our class today, let's pray together. Pray begin. Finish?
Yes.
Okay, we'll check the attendance list today. Rosid?
Yes, I am present.
Okay, thank you. And Adi?
Ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And Sabrina, where is Sabrina?
Sabrina is getting sick.
Getting sick.
Yes. She got fever.
Oh, she got fever. Okay, hopefully she's getting better. Okay, enough. Okay, today we will learn about procedure text. Anyone knows what is procedure text?
I'm afraid of. Yeah. Okay.
Forget it.
Yeah.
So there is no one knows about procedure text?
No.
There is no. Okay, and if you forget, so I will remind you what is procedure text. Anyone knows how to make a cup of tea?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you know how to make a cup of tea. So before that, what is the ingredients of making a cup of tea?
Of course, sugar, and tea.
Tea.
Package.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we want to make a Thai tea, just put the condensed milk
First,
and boil water.
boil water. Okay, so the ingredients of making, what is that? A cup of tea. The first is sugar, tea, and then boiled water. And if we want to make a Thai tea, so only give a milk. Okay, thank you, Francis. Okay, for the next, what is the tools of making a cup of tea?
We usually use a spoon, a cup, and then the boiled pan, I think.
Okay, boiled pan. Okay, that's right. So the first is spoon, and the second is boiled pan, and a cup. Yeah, a cup, a plastic cup. Okay, anyone knows what the steps of making a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Yes.
For the first thing, we should boil water first.
Boiled water.
Because we want a hot cup of coffee.
Yes,
tea.
Hot.
And then prepare the glass. Just put 1 teaspoon of sugar and just put the tea packets inside the glass and put the boiled water inside. Just mix it. It's done.
And done. Yeah, that's right. So in procedure text, like what you have said to us, the first is about goals. So what is the goals of what is that? When you are making a cup of tea, so that's called procedure text. So procedure text is sequence of exchange or steps that can direct you making something. Like what is that? If you want to make a drink or food, that's called procedure text. But if you give a tip like how to operate the phone for ordering the food, or if you want to buy a clothes in Shopee, so the directions of to do something, that's called procedure text. So in procedure text, there is, okay, I will repeat again. What is that? A sequence of actions or steps that can direct you for making something or giving a tip of doing something. So the general structure of procedure text, the first is goal. So what you want to tell to the readers. Maybe how to make a cup of tea, maybe how to operate the phone. Okay, the first is goals. So the goals here being a title, and the first paragraph is about ingredients. Yes, ingredients. Or if there is a tool, so you only put it here. Tools. And the last is steps. Yes, of course. So in ingredients and tools, if you want to tell how to operate a phone, of course the tools is phone, right?
Right.
If you want to direct us how to make a cup of tea, so there is ingredients and tools that you have mentioned, like the sugar, the what is that? Tea and the spoon. So that's in first paragraph, and the second paragraph is steps. Okay, do you remember when what is that tells about the step? So there is a sequence of times, like what is that, first, second, then finally. Now that's the language features of what is that? Procedure text. So in procedure text, so what is that? Accept the generic structure of procedure text. So there is what is that? The language features. There is time sequence, like first, then second, and finally. And imperative sentence. You know the imperative sentence?
I don't know, maybe like we ask someone to do something.
Yes, that's true. If we ask someone to do something, anyone wants to give the example of imperative sentence?
Abdi, just look at me.
Okay. Yes, that is simple. Okay, Aldi, look at me. Like there are some examples. So Aldi, look at me. So look at me. Look at me. So imperative sentence, like what is that? The sentence can what is that? Make people do what you want. So that is imperative sentence. Okay. So there are two language features. Okay, guys. I will give you assessment, not assessment, but you need to give an example of procedure text more and more. And procedure text you can find on your book, unit 14. Yes, page 169. Okay, and you can look at the picture like what I have said to you. So in procedure text, you need to find the ingredients and tools. After that, you direct us what you want to make. Okay? After you understand, and you can find some of example there, and I want you to give the example of procedure text. And I will give you 10 minutes start from now.
Okay, so you use blank paper, right?
Okay, students, like what I said to you, that you need to make an example of procedure text. Anyone wants to come forward and give example of procedure text?
Yeah, let me first.
Okay, Adi, please come forward.
Guys, this is one of the example of how to make procedure text. I'm gonna use to make wedang ronde. So this is the recipe of the wedang ronde. So the ingredients are skim. We use 150 grams of glutinous rice flour, 2 teaspoons of sago flour, salt, 25 cc of better lime liquid, 50 cc of warm water, The fillings are 50 grams of peanuts with granulated sugar or brown sugar, ginger sauce. So we use 1 liter of water, 3 tablespoons of ginger mince, 3 stalks of lemongrass cut into 3 pieces each and bruised, 2 pandan leaves shredded and tied into knots, 200 grams of granulated sugar. So the preparations, the first one is for skin, we mix glutinous rice flour, sago flour and salt, add some better lime liquid and warm water a little at a time. Knead until the dough can be shaped, divide into 2 or 3 parts, each dyed a different color. Second, make balls as big as boiled eggs, flatten and place filling into the center. Close up the dough and reshape into balls. Third, cook balls in the boiling water until the float and are done. And then drain. The fourth, ginger sauce used to boil water and ingredients in a covered saucepan on low heat for 30 minutes until the aroma is quite strong. And then we sieve. And lastly, put the balls into the ginger sauce and serve. Okay, so that's it on how to make wedang ronde.
Wow, that's complete. There is a goal, there is ingredients, tools and steps. Okay, so you need to make sure that you complete the goals. What you want to make, like wedang ronde, and the second, what is the ingredients. After that, the steps. And in the steps, yeah, that's true. You can give the times sequence like first, second, and etc. After that, you use the imperative sentence. So imperative sentence means using what tense? Simple present. Yes, simple present or simple past. Simple present only, right? Yeah. So in procedure text, we use imperative sentences that use a simple present. Okay. So simple present using verb number 1 or 2.
1.
Of course, that's right. Yeah, that is using verb number 1. Okay. For the next participants who want to come forward, okay, please proceed.
Fine. Okay, friends. I want to tell you how to make orange juice.
Okay.
Orange juice is delicious, so that's why I access this. Yeah. For the ingredients, just the first, the sweet oranges, sugar, and the last is ice cubes. And for the steps, first you should put the orange and ice cubes in the blender. Yeah. And then number 2, turn on the blender. Yeah. Wait until the orange and ice cubes dissolves. And the last is, the third, put 2 tablespoons of sugar into a blender and turn the blender about 15 seconds. And fourth, pour into a glass. And last is enjoy the juice. Thank you.
Wow, that's right. You lost me. Okay, everyone knows what Rosie wants to make? Oranges, of course. So, anyone define what is that time sequence there?
Yeah.
Yes, what do you use?
First, second, third,
fourth, after that, and etc. Right? Okay, what is the imperative sentence that you can find in procedure text?
Such as put the orange.
Put the orange and etc. Okay, guys. So that means you have understood about the generic structure of procedure text and the language features. And because you have understood all the material today, I will review again. Anyone knows what is the purpose of procedure text?
Yep.
Okay, please.
The purpose of procedure text is to tell how to make something
Mm-hmm.
using sequence sentences.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it will consist of ingredients and the last is steps.
Okay, thank you. Applause to Razin. Okay, for the next, what is the generic structure of procedure text? This one.
Inference. What is that?
Generic structure.
Generic structure.
And time sequence.
What is that? There is.
I know.
Okay.
Generic structure first is code.
Okay.
Second is ingredients. And the last is steps.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. And how about the language features?
Features.
Time sequence.
Yes, that's right. Time sequence,
Using simple present.
simple phrases, and then the last.
Using imperative sentences.
Yes, that's true. Imperative sentences.
Yeah.
So you must lagi can proceed. Wow, you're active students here.
Thank you.
Okay. So you have understood all about the procedure text. So don't forget. And like usual, what is that we chat? Like usual that we do the quizzes, and you can do it at home. So don't forget to open the group and you can find the link of quizzes and you need to memorize again. What is the purpose of procedure text, the generic structure and the language features. After that, you need to understand what the example of imperative sentences, what is the example and what is the example of time sequence. And you, hopefully you can answer the quizzes questions well. And that's all for the class today. Thank you very much for your coming, students. Yes. And kelas saya wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, man.
Yes, my pleasure.